Welcome to the first ever Nitro Gang Garage. This is the show where I take one viewer's question or comment and I answer it during this video. Today's question comes from channel viewer RS3 Evo 4 GT Sport. He asks, I got a problem on mine. When I put the back wheels down, it cuts out. My response is, hey buddy, it sounds like you have a bad clutch. Most likely, your clutch spring is busted. This comment was left on a two-wheel drive HPI Racing Firestorm video. To demonstrate what a loose clutch spring is like, I have selected this vintage SmartTech Winter Sport. It's a small 10th scale buggy, pretty popular in the early 2000s. This particular one has a very bad clutch spring. We're going to have to fire this up and I will demonstrate exactly what the comment in this video has said. When he puts down the wheels, it shuts down. The comment was particularly made for a two-wheel drive stadium truck. This is a four-wheel drive model. So yes, the Firestorm is rear-wheel drive, so it makes sense. When he fires up the car and he puts it down, the whole thing shuts off because the clutch spring is allowing the clutch to be easily engaged, or rather fully engaged. Let's fire this up and I'll show you guys exactly what a loose clutch spring performs like. Yep, there you go. You see that? Even at very low RPM, the wheels spin. As you can see, it's relatively tough to get it running. The reason is, as soon as the motor fires up, it's already connected to the drivetrain because the fact that the clutch spring is, well, it's loose, and therefore it's putting down the drivetrain power to the wheels before the motor has enough time to really spool up to its normal idle setting. There you go. It's finally running, even at low RPM. The wheels are spinning. First sign of a bad or loose clutch spring. Well, I have to hold it down really hard. These are very old wheels, so it tends to want to spin. But the RPM is low. Well, that's what you get with a vintage Nitro like this, guys. Basically, it should not try to be going forward like that, like on its own like that. Loose clutch spring. Let's shut it down. I shut it down. So this particular one, maybe not the best example because it's just such a bad Nitro. The wheels are really worn and dry rotted and crooked and, well, terrible. But you guys saw how to diagnose a poorly functioning clutch, whether it's due to a ripped clutch spring, a weak clutch spring, a clutch shoe that just somehow got away from the clutch spring. It doesn't matter. And that is the answer to your question in this video, my dude. Inspect your clutch spring. Now, how to remove it? You need to get the engine out, remove the clutch bell. There's just one screw at the end of the clutch bell. It comes off and you will be easily able to inspect the clutch. In order to repair the loose clutch, you would have to obviously have access to the clutch itself. I've removed the clutch bell. It's the same in every single model. Doesn't matter the fact that we're working on this one. Take a look at how loose this clutch spring is. Normally, this would be very tight. You would not be able to spread it apart like that at all. As we take a close look, you can clearly see this clutch spring has been stretched way beyond where they normally should be. The clutch shoes themselves appear to be in reusable condition. Of course, if you have a new clutch spring, that is ideal. Look at that. Absolutely close to no spring tension left over there. For this model, I will try to fix it with an HPI spring. This is from their HPI 3.5 trophy buggy. Considering you're going to most likely have this issue on a vehicle not like this, just be aware of the common symptoms of a loose clutch spring, a broken spring, and be aware of what happens when your clutch is just easily engaged at low RPM. Motor shuts down, the wheels spin pretty much easily at all times.
The world is a vampire sent to drain.
Clutch spring has been replaced. Let's do the ultimate last fire up. You guys will see the car will run and it will not move forward on its own. There you go. You guys see that? Runs fine. When you lift the wheels off, this is normal. But when you put the car down, it should not be trying to go forward. Clutch repair complete. Nice rich exhaust coming out of the pipe. Running good. Let me shut it down. Gonna plug the air filter. There we go. Plug the air filter. Perfect. We had no runaways. That is what a properly functioning clutch spring and clutch should sound like, should operate like. We started off this video with the viewer leaving a comment saying when he put the rear wheels down, the car just shut off. What about, you want to know whether you have a bad clutch or maybe something else in the drivetrain and you don't even want to start up the car? Well, I got just the greatest advice for you guys. Here I have 2 cars and 2 engines. One thing to be aware of, you could have various different styles of clutches, but regardless of which style of clutch you have, whether it's individual shoes, 2 different shoes, 3 shoes, 4 shoes, whether it's a sliding, whether it's something like this or the spring, it doesn't really matter. When you have an issue with the clutch or anything related to the clutch belt, the first place to look, even without starting the car, would be just taking your finger, spinning the spur gear with the wheels off the ground. Notice, I'm really not having any resistance from this clutch belt. That tells me generally, at least, the clutch completely isn't dead. Now, it could still have weak clutch springs. You could still have bad clutch bearings. Only way you'll really know is if you disassemble all of it completely. Next thing you want to do, well, you want to roll the car back and forth. Let me take this body off because it's a little crooked on that side there. But right, let's roll the car back and forth. I could visually see the clutch belt is moving freely, and I'm also listening to it. It's not making any kind of weird noises. Now, sometimes if the bearings are destroyed, then yes, you will hear a metallic banging, clicking, clacking style noise. And that's a quick indicator for you to take a look inside here. You don't always have to have a completely busted clutch spring. In fact, oftentimes, you usually have just bad bearings. Sometimes a faulty bearing could be the result of just, well, it's old. Sometimes people over-tighten the screw if there is one. This particular system uses a clip, so you really cannot over-tighten it. But there are just a lot of variables. What really matters is that you determine that your clutch or something in this general area is bad. And once you determine that, do not go try to run the car. It will only get worse. Best thing to fix it and before you have a runaway. Well, guys, this has been Nitro Gang Garage. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I will pull out some nitros, discuss them, maybe even try to duplicate a problem like that. And we will both be making Nitro great again, one way or another. If you haven't already become a channel member, please consider becoming a channel member. That helps me make a lot more nitros great again. This channel is essentially 100% garbage sponsor free. I don't tell you to buy aluminum wallets. I don't tell you to buy fast food meals from online shipping discount centers or whatever you have, including different style of shavers. I give good advice, and I've been doing that for over 10 years on YouTube. And I hope I never have to stop. And with that, I will see you guys next time.
It all started with an HPR racing RS4 and it will never end. It does not matter if the electric is a giant x-maxx hybrid, only cares about nitro running rich and loud. Can hear you get up.